Start, though, with this crazy day of commodities action, Jim. You think it's all tied to the Goldman China call?
Some degree, but also I think we have to start thinking about this. Bitcoin goes up. That's our store of value. So what do we sell? We sell gold. They seem to relate to each other. I don't really. I'm not. Remember, I'm a believer in crypto, so I totally get it. But I used to think, David, that when you get a pickup in inflation, like we were talking about with the employment number, that should mean, well, gold does well, but interest rates go up, and that tends to make gold go down. Gold's in a world of hurt. I think people are reassessing it as a store of value.
They seem to be. That certainly seems to be the case.
Yes.
So is this a break with, what, thousands of years of history?
If you ask Dr. Mark Bristow from Barrick.
I think we're going to actually be able to ask him.
What? Mm-hmm. When?
Coming up.
Later.
Oh, of course, when I'm not there, great. I love him. I mean, remember, he's the guy who called me a sissy because he said,
yes.
I said, how do you operate in Africa?
I remember that.
Only a sissy would ask that, and it's interesting. But he will tell you, and you will love him, that he won't say Bitcoin's a fraud. Okay, that's too eccentric. But he will say that the idea that something that was just dreamed up could replace thousands of years is fanciful, and don't get caught up in it.
Okay. He will say that, but what do you say? I am curious.
I think that
does it revert to the norm that has been the case? Is this just a strange short-term period of time?
No. I think that there's too many companies that are looking to get in it. Too many companies too many banks that were in denial initially that now want to offer it. You're
talking about crypto now, and I'm wondering whether gold, this decoupling from inflation.
That's a great call. I think that gold continues to only replace about 1% a year, and I would hold on to gold. But I will say, when you listen to the show that preceded us, I mean, the trillions that are being printed, trillions. This has become Bitcoin, crypto, I don't want to say Bitcoin, has become Rob Portman says we're going to do this. Chuck Schumer says we're going to do this. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my money out of money funds, and I'm going to buy these things because they are the true hedge to the zany nature of our country's Congress.
Interesting. That is a three-month high on Bitcoin this morning at 45.9. As for inflation, Jim, the jobs number Friday, still a lot of discussion as to whether or not that's a reason to justify higher rates today. JPM does cut its year-end 10-year target to 1 3/4. They were at 1.95, just as Goldman did last week.
Look, I think that number was electric and really put the Fed on. Remember, I'm very pro-Fed, but that number was jarring because, wow, we're hiring. Nobody can seem to find any workers. I mean, Rich Allison this morning, I love Domino's. He's talking about maybe there's a break in trying to get people, but can the Fed create new people, David? Is Jay Powell able to create new people?
Not yet. Not yet,
right?
No,
we're not there yet. Because you know why? Because Jensen Huang at NVIDIA hasn't been able to.
Soylent Green is people.
Yes, quantitative birthing or something like that.
Yes, exactly right.
No, we haven't gotten to that.
What's your Soylent Green?
Thank you. Haven't gotten to that level of genomics yet where he's able to create people.
No, but that's a problem. I mean, now everybody says look, I thought that once again, Dr. Gottlieb. Why isn't he like president of the FDA? Today he said maybe when people go.
Is that a new title?
Well, but the FDA, no one even knows who they are anymore. They're a black box. They're a sticker group.
He was the head of the FDA,
but he's just the head of CNBC.
Yes,
and he is CNBC medical. And one of the things he said was
a title you want to give him.
It doesn't matter. Lumen and Pfizer.
Yeah. Board member.
And by the way, but can we just point out that who did he advise? Norwegian Cruise Lines. And if everybody listened to him, he advised Frank Del Rio. Remember, Frank sued, kind of an odd suit in terms of where we are, in terms of our culture. He sued to be allowed to have the ability to test everybody.
We're going to talk
not just test, have them be vaccinated.
Have them vaccinated.
And require them to be vaccinated.
Right, and not have any kids, because kids are obviously purveyors of COVID.